Hello everyone, I am the Golden Scouta, and welcome to my episode 2 review of Steins Gate Zero. Well, we had another great episode on our hands, and one full of feels. So before I start off with this review, I want to clarify something that I kinda messed up on my last review, and that is the names of Okabe and Suzuha. I know I said Okabe and I said Suzuya. I got those names wrong, and I'm probably going to get some names wrong in the future, so feel free to correct me on any of my mistakes. I've just never had the chance to actually discuss this anime out loud, so without further ado, let's talk about this episode. So the episode opens off exactly the way that the last episode ended, basically the whole seminar explaining Amadeus. But I would say that the big standout moment from this seminar was whenever Okabe reacted pretty harshly to that man calling Kurisu some 17-year-old. I mean, as someone who lost one of my best friends in high school, back then, hearing someone talk crap about them is one of the most infuriating things that you could ever imagine. And I could only imagine that it would be worse in Okabe's case, because he was actually not only best friends with Kurisu, basically, but also in love with her. So I really like that humanizing scene for Okabe, especially since you kind of have to keep it down in seminars, and in Japanese culture, it's kind of really frowned upon to kind of do that kind of stuff. Like, it's not like here in America, where like you have the people who just rage out and kind of speak their mind at whatever, and they go, boo, boo, boo. But onto Amadeus itself. It reminds me a lot of Skynet from Terminator, kind of fused with the Faith from Final Fantasy X. And I'm really curious to what the whole purpose of letting Okabe use Amadeus is. I know they said to kind of gather data and more information, but I wonder what exactly this is leading to. But yeah, this episode, while it is mostly serious in nature, it does have its few laugh-out moments. Like whenever Okabe is talking to Kurisu's old professor in that broken English, I just can't help but laugh every single time. It made me laugh probably about as much as whenever he did that over at the airport in the original Steins Gate, whenever he was like, I'm a mad scientist. But on to the two things that really interested me, and I'm pretty sure interested everyone else about this episode the most. And that is Okabe and Maho interacting. So we find out from this episode that Maho and Kurisu were lab partners and really good friends. So whenever Okabe was talking about the whole frontal lobe thing and like how access to memories work, we had a really interesting insight to Maho's character. Because Maho was kind of like, Okabe, like nobody actually relayed this information to anyone, like the whole frontal lobe thing was never in a paper or anything like that, so yeah, it kind of came off to me as like Maho was just curious to how Okabe could know her better than she did. And I guess that's where the whole interesting thing about the whole time travel element really comes into play. Because Okabe has seen Kurisu die in front of him many times and has gone through so many adventures with her and had so many different interactions with her in different world lines that it just seems like he got to know different sides to Kurisu because of those different world lines and interactions. So to me, it just comes off as really fascinating that Okabe knows Kurisu better than Maho did. And just the whole thing of Maho being really curious about Okabe's friendship with Kurisu. But the last thing, and probably the most sad part of this episode, is just seeing Okabe interacting with Amadeus Kurisu. I do have to say that I did crack a very bittersweet smile whenever Okabe was just like, Christina, shut it! And then there's that whole interaction of everyone just trying to be like, why'd you call her Christina? Why'd you call her Christina? And he's like, just let it go, guys, let it go, I'm the mad scientist. But the reason why I feel like that the whole interaction between Okabe and Amadeus Kurisu is so heartbreaking is because I feel like any one of us would do the exact same thing if we were in Okabe's shoes. Like, I know the whole thing of, like, seeing your loved one that is deceased in an AI format, especially as such a crazy, high-tech, advanced format as Amadeus, that might just reopen some old wounds and kind of reopen the heartbreak and make it fresh again. So, I don't know, because I really do sympathize with Okabe in this episode, because I've thought the exact same thing whenever I've lost people who are very close to me. Like, I would do anything just to be able to see them one last time. And just thinking to myself, like, maybe if I got to, like, see them one more time or anything like that, maybe it wouldn't be so hard. Maybe it would be easier to come to terms with it. So that's why Okabe is just such a relatable character in this situation. I don't know, I didn't expect to get this engulfed in this series and actually feel this much feels this early in. And it's not like that it's cheaply manipulated type feels, like this is actual good writing to me. So, yeah, that'll do it for the review for today, guys. I feel like I rambled a lot in this review, but I did want to get all of my thoughts out about this episode, and just how this story is unfolding so far. And I am just so excited to see more. This anime seems like it might be even better than the original Steins Gate. That's honestly how I feel. But again, time will tell. And so guys, that will do it for the review for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And with that, thank you all for watching, and have yourselves a great day.